Okay, very good, Bharat. Your test went good. So next topic is, it is a topic in capacitor as well as current electricity, both the chapters. कैपेसिटर को हम डायरेक्टली चार्ज नहीं करते by battery, by connecting this with a battery. Reason being, it will be instantaneously charged, and it will charge instantaneously, and the problem that it will cause is sudden release of energy, because if capacitor is charged, the same amount of energy is also lost in the form of heat as much as stored. जितने उसके अंदर एनर्जी स्टोर होगी, the same amount of energy is released also in the form of heat. So that is why, to slow down that process, we connect a resistor, and resistor also facilitate a medium where that energy can be dissipated in the form of heat. If suppose we don't connect the resistors, then the problem is that heat might burn the resistor wire, connecting wire, or some other connection, because that heat has to be dissipated somewhere. Now, when the resistor is connected in the capacitor, the loss in energy of capacitor will be dissipated in the form of heat slowly by this resistor. So we have to analyze the growth of current and charge and the behavior of the circuit, RC circuit. इनफैक्ट जितने भी हम प्रैक्टिकली यूज में सर्किट लेते हैं, ऑल द टॉयज, ऑल द remote control car, all of these are RC circuits only. There is some the mobile phone and all the flashlight and all the cameras, digital cameras, they all are RC circuit only. Now, at time t is equal to 0, when switch is just closed. At time t is equal to 0, जब हमने स्विच को जस्ट क्लोज किया है, एंड before that before what? Before closing the switch, capacitor is initially uncharged. कैपेसिटर अनचार्ज है, और कैपेसिटर की टेंडेंसी होती है चार्ज स्टोर करने की. तो जैसे ही हम इस स्विच को क्लोज करेंगे, बैटरी ऑन करेंगे, द कैपेसिटर wants maximum charge from the battery, therefore it does not offer any resistance in the flow of charge. When switch is just closed, capacitor does not offer any resistance, means capacitor acts as short circuit wire. Wire has zero resistance. लॉजिक क्या है, ऐसा क्यों है? बिकॉज कैपेसिटर का काम है चार्ज स्टोर करना. जैसे हम बैटरी कनेक्ट करेंगे, इट स्टार्ट्स accumulating the charge. It starts accumulating the charge, and capacitor will have growth of charge. Initially, the charge is zero, but the rate of growth of charge is maximum because capacitor wants to be charged. As a result, t is equal to 0, the current is maximum and charge stored is 0. Understood this point? बेटा ये लॉजिक समझ में आ रहा है? t is equal to 0 पे कैपेसिटर का कोई भी रेजिस्टिव इफेक्ट नहीं होगा. सो t is equal to 0 पे सर्किट को एनालाइज करने के लिए हम कैपेसिटर हटा के वहां पे वायर लगा देंगे. सो बोर्ड लेवल only this much part comes in the exam. Just after closing the circuit, closing the switch, what is the current in the circuit? Current in the circuit just after closing the switches, I is equal to V by R, as there is no resistance offered by it. Second, with time, as the capacitor acquires more charge, it repels the charge that is coming on it, or you can say that the charge which is now trying to come, or when the battery tries to charge it more, it will have to do work against the potential difference of capacitance. कैपेसिटर के पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस आ जाएगा एंड बिकॉज ऑफ विच नाउ द बैटरी हैज टू डू मोर वर्क, right? The work done, the charge, the capacitor charge now opposes the any incoming charge, therefore it will provide some resistance in the flow of current. When capacitor is fully charged, again, when capacitor is fully charged, it does not allow any more charge to come because it is already saturated, it is already full, there is no more capacity. So T is equal to 0, it does not stop the current to come, the full current will be passing through it. It does not have any resistance, but when it is fully charged at time t is equal to infinity or after a very long time, it does not allow any more charge to come because it is already fully charged. Just after closing the switch, capacitor acts as short circuit wire. After a long time or in a steady state, capacitor blocks the current or it does not allow. At t is equal to infinity, capacitor blocks the current. Capacitor blocks the current means it acts as short, it acts as open circuit. It does not allow charge to pass through it. It acts as open circuit. So t is equal to infinity. कैपेसिटर को वहां से गायब कर देंगे. That means now even though the battery is connected, the current in that particular branch where capacitor is attached will be zero. There will not be any current in that particular branch. So इसको हम लैंग्वेज में ऐसा बोलते हैं, कैपेसिटर ब्लॉक्स द डीसी करंट. After infinite time, when the capacitor is fully charged, it does not offer any current. It does not allow any current to pass through it. Means it offers the infinite resistance. Infinite resistance means it will be like now a open circuit. Current will not be able to flow. But so that means what? Now the capacitor is fully charged and the potential across the capacitor terminal will be same as the potential of the battery. Potential difference across the terminal of capacitor will be same as potential of the battery because there is no potential drop in the resistor as there is no current. Since there is no current, no potential drop, charge on the capacitor in steady state. This is called a steady state. Will be equal to Q naught and Q naught will be equal to CV. So these two type of questions can be asked in the school level also, board level also. Find the total charge on the capacitor in steady state, find the current in each branch just after closing the switch or after a very long time. Just after closing the switch and after a very long time, we have to find the current. Then capacitor T is equal to 0, we will replace by a wire. T is equal to infinity or after a very long time, we will open that capacitor branch. So ये तो हो गया बाउंड्री कंडीशन यानी जीरो पे और इन्फिनिटी पे. इन्फिनिटी टाइम को हम स्टेडी स्टेट बोलते हैं या हम बोलेंगे इसको आफ्टर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम. नाउ एट सम इंटरमीडिएट टाइम t, at some intermediate time t, the charge on the capacitor is q, current in the resistor is I, and we have to find this charge as a function of time. Write the Kirchhoff law for this circuit at any time t. If we write the Kirchhoff's voltage law, minus V plus IR plus Q by C is equal to 0. Here, oh, Meher is still struggling to join. Okay, Kirchhoff's law. Meher, क्या हो रहा है यार? लोगों को पासपोर्ट गलत लग रहा है and minus V plus IR plus Q by C is 0. हमें Q निकालना है as a function of time. इस केस में current is equal to rate of increase of charge on the capacitor. So we can find out IR. IR आ जाएगा V minus Q by C, and I current will be CV minus Q. We have to find the charge as a function of time. So हम पहले I निकाल लेते हैं. I is CV minus Q divided by RC, and I is dQ by dt. So to this differential equation we have to solve, and we have to integrate to find the charge as a function of time. dq by cv minus q, और right side में आ जाएगा dt by rc.
Can you explain
Integrate on
this
both
again?
sides. Yes. We first write the equation for Kirchhoff's voltage law of this closed loop. Total potential drop in a closed loop is 0. We get I in terms of Q, and since I here is the rate of change of charge or rate of increase of charge on the capacitor plate, I can be written as dq by dt. We substituted I as dq by dt, and we got the differential equation in terms of Q. Differential equation का मतलब dq और q एक side में, and the remaining terms on the other side. It becomes dq divided by cv minus q is equal to dt by rc. Right? Integrate now on both the sides. This is the differential equation. Now we have to do the integration. Initially there was no charge, and after time t the charge become q. dq divided by cv minus q is equal to dt divided by rc. T is equal to 0, charge is 0. After time t, charge is q. ln cv minus q will be the, so we'll integrate this 1 upon x integration ln x. 1 upon CV minus Q integration is ln CV minus Q, और फिर हम कोफिशिएंट से ऑलवेज डिवाइड कर देते हैं. So Q का कोफिशिएंट है -1. By using the coefficient rule, we will divide by -1. ये आ गया लेफ्ट साइड में, लिमिट फ्रॉम 0 to Q. On the right side, R is constant, C is constant. dt का इंटीग्रेशन आ जाएगा t and लिमिट फ्रॉम 0 to t. CV minus Q ln CV minus Q is equal to 1 by RC times t. Now, if we apply the limit, ln of CV minus Q divided by CV, ये माइनस को राइट साइड में ले जाते हैं, माइनस ऑफ t by RC. करेक्ट. ln CV minus Q divided by CV. इसमें से ln को जब हम हटाते हैं दूसरी तरफ लेके जाते हैं तो क्या हो जाता है, ये e raised to power. It becomes e to the power minus t by RC. Now cross multiply and find the charge as a function of time. Q is equal to CV1 minus e to the power minus t by tau. CV को हम लिखते हैं मैक्सिमम चार्ज या फाइनल चार्ज, और ये RC को लिखते हैं हम tau. Tau is time constant of the circuit because it has the dimension of time. Powers are always dimensionless. So e raised to power t by tau में tau must have the dimension of time so that it will be dimensionless quantity. Charge as a function of time in the RC circuit is Q is equal to Q naught 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau.
So वो सेकेंड लाइन में डिनोमिनेटर में CV कहाँ से आया?
वो क्या सेकेंड लाइन में डिनोमिनेटर में C कहाँ से आया? This one.
CV. So because ऊपर नहीं है, इससे नीचे.
Upper limit minus lower limit.
Okay. So
So when you apply upper limit में Q को Q put करेंगे. CV minus Q minus of ln CV. Understood, Arnav?
yes, sir.
Elaborate. We use the logarithmic formula log m minus log n is log m divided by log n.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So when we plot this on the function on the graph Q versus T, at time t is equal to 0, capacitor was fully uncharged, so there is no charge. The growth of charge increases, and after a very long time, it was fully charged, and then it becomes Q is equal to Q naught. And Q naught is nothing but a steady state charge when the capacitor is fully charged, which is CV if there is only one capacitor. This is now in this case, Q naught is steady state charge. And tau is equal to RC is called time constant. Tau is equal to RC is called time constant of the circuit. Time constant is called time constant because it has the same dimension of time. Otherwise, we can define from this formula. इसमें अगर t को 0 पुट कर देंगे इस फॉर्मूले में तो 1 minus e to the power 0 यानी 0 1 minus 1 0 आ जाएगा. infinite time के बाद e raised to power minus infinity is 0, so it will become q naught. If we define time constant exactly after a time equal to 1 time constant, the charge on the capacitor. So put T is equal to tau, Q is equal to Q naught 1 minus e raised to power minus 1. That is Q naught into 1 minus 1 by E. So charge become 1 minus 1 by E. Since E is 2.71, this becomes 0.629. So the time constant is the time in which charge on the capacitor. Meher, Meher,
Yes, sir. Sir, I was able to join just now.
you have been able to join just now. Not
Yes, sir.
you haven't attended even a single minute of class today.
Sir, I just joined now.
No, I was seeing your message in the chat in my personal window. Okay, so might be something is wrong with the internet or some Zoom. I don't know. Okay, so I'll quickly show what we have done here is the RC circuit. You'll see the detail from the lecture notes or video. In the RC circuit, when capacitor is connected to resistor, the process of charging becomes slow. At time t is equal to 0, capacitor has 0 charge. With time, the charge on capacitor grows. And after a very long time, when capacitor is fully charged, there will not be any current because capacitor will not allow any more charge to pass through it as it has become completely charged now. So at time t is equal to 0, no charge in the capacitor, but current is maximum because capacitor wants to be charged. It does not offer any resistance. After a very long time, when capacitor is fully charged, it cannot take any more charge on it. Therefore, it will become it will become like an open circuit. It does not allow any more charge to go through it. Zero पे capacitor पे zero charge, current is maximum. After a very long time or steady state, capacitor will full maximum charge and current will become zero because capacitor has now become fully charged. So these are the two standard or boundary conditions. Now in between at any time t, if we have to find, we write this Kirchhoff's law. Suppose time t पे current है I, charge on the capacitor Q, we write the equation of Kirchhoff's law for this whole loop. Minus V plus IR plus Q by C. That total potential drop is 0. यहाँ से हम IR कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे, I हो जाएगा dq by dt. So we made this equation and then integrated to find the charge as a function of time. We got Q is equal to Q naught 1 minus e raised to power minus t by tau.
Okay, sir.
Right? अब इसका इंटीग्रेशन आप बाद में आराम से देखना. I'll share the notes and from the video. When you integrate 1 upon x integration is ln x, so 1 upon cv minus q integration is ln cv minus q. Apply the limit on both the sides. So we got charge as a function of time like this. Q is equal to q naught. Q naught is nothing but cv into 1 minus e raised to power minus t by tau. Tau here is some constant called as time constant. Sorry, tau here is called time constant of the circuit, which is called time constant as it has the dimension of time. It has the dimension of time, therefore it is called time constant. Mathematically, if you define time constant, कौन सा time है? So time constant is the time in which charge on the capacitor increases almost 63% of final charge. The time in which charge on the capacitor grows to or increases to 63% of its final steady state value, that time is called one time constant. Right?
Yes.
अगर करंट निकालना है टाइम टी पे तो इसको डिफरेंशिएट कर देंगे, आई विल बी डी क्यू बाई डी टी, दैट विल बी करंट इन दिस सर्किट. पोटेंशियल निकालना है कैपेसिटर के क्रॉस, दैट आई विल बी वी विल बी क्यू बाई सी. अगर हम इसको डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं, d by dt q naught is cv 1 minus e to the power minus of t by rc. So on differentiation cv 1 का हो जाएगा 0 minus e to the power x का differentiation e raised to power x, जो ऊपर फंक्शन में उसको डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे तो आ जाएगा minus 1 by rc. To find the current as a function of time, we will differentiate this. I is equal to dq by dt. So we get minus minus become plus. C got cancelled. I is equal to v by r into e raised to power minus t by tau, which is current as a function of time. V by r was the initial maximum current in the circuit. इसको हम I naught लिख सकते हैं. E to the power minus t by tau. Current in this circuit decreases exponentially. Initially it is maximum, and after time t it will become, after a very long time it will become 0. Similarly, potential, energy, anything we have to find, we'll just substitute that formula of Q. Potential के लिए Q by C और energy के लिए Q square by 2C या half CV square. Second case, so इसमें हम कुछ वैसे क्वेश्चन लेते हैं जैसे कि बोर्ड में आ सकते हैं, जैसे कि स्कूल में आते हैं.
So can you go back to
If
the
there are
slide?
multiple, okay. If there are multiple capacitors, sorry, multiple branches in any circuit, some have capacitors, some do not have. Done?
1 second.
This will be potential as a function of time. Now, if we solve any such circuit where there are multiple resistors, different branches, some branches capacitor connected and some branches only resistor is connected. So in those type of cases, we have to find, only the initial and final current, like the steady state, and just after closing the switch. Example, in this circuit, suppose in the upper branch there is a resistance R, capacitor C. Another branch has resistance 2R, but there is no. In the third branch there is a battery and a resistor R and a switch. Okay. Find the current in each branch just after closing the switch. Just after closing the switch and after a very long time. At time t is equal to 0 and at time t is equal to infinity. Find the total, find the current in each branch. So time t is equal to 0, if you have to find current, हम क्या करते हैं, कैपेसिटर को हटा के वायर लगा देते हैं. So find current at time t is equal to 0 and at t is equal to infinity. t is equal to 0 पे हम कैपेसिटर हटा देते हैं, उसके ऊपर वायर लगा लेंगे. R, 2R, R. This is the circuit. R and 2R in parallel now, and that will be in series with R. कितने आएगी करंट इसमें? सो पहले हम पूरे सर्किट में R इक्विवेलेंट निकाल लेते हैं. At time t is equal to 0, when switch is just closed, the capacitor does not offer any resistance. It will become like a series. थोड़ा इजी कर लेते हैं, इसको भी बना लो 2R. क्वेश्चन का कॉन्सेप्ट भी समझना है. अभी क्या हुआ? 2R and 2R in parallel, that becomes R plus R in series, so 2R. R equivalent of this circuit is 2R. The current that is delivered from the battery I is equal to V by 2R. V by R equivalent, that becomes V by 2R. And this V by 2R will be half and half, because ये दोनों branches parallel है, दोनों में same resistor है. So V by 2R बन जाएगा V by 4R and V by 4R. These two branches, the current will be divided equally as there are same resistance. So ये तो हो गया t is equal to 0 पे just after closing the switch. इस टाइम पे कैपेसिटर पे चार्ज कितना होगा? The charge on the capacitor will be 0 because potential difference is 0. Find the current in each branch after a long time or after a steady state. Steady state में उस वाली branch में जहाँ कैपेसिटर लगा है, उस वाली branch में current नहीं जा सकती as the capacitor is fully charged now. So after a long time, it will behave like a two or R. So after a long time, since capacitor is fully charged, capacitor now blocks the current through that branch. There will not be any current in that branch. So current will be only on the lower 2R resistance. On the upper 2R resistance, there will not be any current. In this case, we also have to find what is the total charge on the capacitor. For that, we require potential across the capacitor terminal. So current in that upper branch will be 0, and on the lower branch, on the upper branch, it will be 0. Rudra, इसलिए I logged the meeting to, I provided the safety so that no one else can join. शायद आप थोड़ी देर थे outside. Current in this branch will be 0, and the upper branch current will be 0, and on this lower loop of this circuit, the total resistance is 3R, so potential will be current will be V by 3R. Infinite time पे या steady state पे, the current in the upper branch is 0, and the lower loop, every resistance current is V by 3R. Now also have to find the capacitor Also, we have to find the charge on capacitor at this time. Charge on capacitor when it is fully charged or in a steady state. So when capacitor is fully charged, capacitor charge आएगा because of the potential difference, and potential difference across the capacitor will be same as potential difference between P and Q. Potential difference between P and Q will be same as VC, क्योंकि इस ऊपर वाले रेजिस्टेंस में कोई करंट नहीं है, so there will not be any drop of potential. जो P और Q के बीच का पोटेंशियल है, same will be potential difference across, same will be potential difference across 2R. V by 3R into 2R, that becomes 2V by 3. Charge on the capacitor will be Q is equal to C into Vc, that is C into 2V by 3. So 2CV by 3, that is the potential charge on the capacitor. Two CV by 3, that is the total charge on the capacitor after a time t. तो ये तो हो गया इस तरह के सर्किट में जब हमने जीरो पे निकाला और इनफिनिटी पे निकाला. Now this is a complex type of circuit. अगर इसमें हमें टाइम t पे निकालना है, इसका एक्चुअल तरीका तो है दो अलग अलग लूप की इक्वेशन बना के और फिर उसको एक डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन में सॉल्व करके. But that method will be complicated, इसलिए there is a shortcut also, there is a short trick also. T is equal to 0, कैपेसिटर को हटा के बाहर लगा देंगे. T is equal to infinity, कैपेसिटर को गैप करके ओपन सर्किट कर देंगे to find the overall current in the circuit, potential across the capacitor. किसी टाइम t पे ऐसे सर्किट को सॉल्व करने के लिए, that's a complex type of circuit, complex RC circuit having only one capacitor. कॉम्प्लेक्स आरसी सर्किट का मतलब उसमें बहुत सारी रेजिस्टर्स हैं, but there is only one capacitor. For this type of circuit, the circuit like the last one, we have a method जिसको हम shortcut form में use कर सकते हैं, rather than using that lengthy approach of making the differential equation and all. ये 2R, this is 2R, R और capacitance is C. क्या करेंगे अब? तो पहला स्टेप है, ऐसे किसी सर्किट का टाइम कांस्टेंट निकाल लेते हैं सेपरेटली, चार्ज निकाल लेते हैं स्टेडी स्टेट में सेपरेटली. If we know the charge on the capacitor separately, if we know the time constant separately, then we can write Q is equal to Q naught 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau. To find the time constant, पहला स्टेप है, जितनी भी बैटरीज लगी हैं सर्किट में उनको शॉर्ट कर देते हैं. Short all the batteries and open the capacitor. कैपेसिटर के टर्मिनल को ओपन करना है और बैटरी के टर्मिनल को शॉर्ट करना है. एंड ओपन दी कैपेसिटर. फिर क्या करेंगे? जैसे यहाँ पे ये पहला स्टेप यूज किया तो क्या हुआ? कैपेसिटर वाले टर्मिनल को ओपन कर देना है 2R और बैटरी को शॉर्ट करना है, मतलब बैटरी को हटा के एक वायर लगा देना है. दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप. Actual method is write the Kirchhoff law equation for these two separate loops. उनमें एक I1 I2 आएगा, dq by dt आएगा, उसको एलिमिनेट करके चार्ज निकालना है एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ टाइम. We are discussing an alternative approach by which we can directly find time constant We can directly find the charge on the steady state, charge on the capacitor in steady state, और फिर दोनों को यूज करके हम चार्ज एट अ टाइम t डायरेक्टली लिख सकते हैं एज q is equal to q naught 1 minus e raised to the power minus t by tau. Time constant is, अब सेकेंड स्टेप है कैलकुलेट द इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस अबाउट पॉइंट x एंड y, जहां पे वो कैपेसिटर लगा था उस पॉइंट के अबाउट फाइंड द इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस across the capacitor terminal. कैपेसिटर के दोनों एंड पे जहां पे कैपेसिटर दिस पॉइंट इज x एंड दिस पॉइंट इज y. नाउ फाइंड द ओवरऑल रेजिस्टेंस. कितना है ये? 2R और R आ जाएंगे पैरेलल में, दैट इज 2R by 3, और उसके साथ ऊपर वाला 2R सीरीज में आ जाएगा. इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ दिस सर्किट between the points where so 2R by 3 और उसके साथ 2R सीरीज में 8R by 3 is R equivalent. Time constant of this circuit will be now T tau का formula था RC, here it become R equivalent into C. Third step is calculate the time constant. सिर्फ इतना भी क्वेश्चन आता है कैलकुलेट द टाइम कांस्टेंट ऑफ दिस सर्किट, तो हम इसको ऐसे कर लेंगे द सेम मेथड. पहला स्टेप है बैटरी को हटा के वायर लगाना, कैपेसिटर को हटा के ओपन कर देंगे. कैपेसिटर वाले टर्मिनल के अक्रॉस वी विल फाइंड आउट द रेजिस्टेंस. R equivalent into C will be the overall time constant. Q naught हम पहले कैलकुलेट कर चुके थे पिछले क्वेश्चन में. In this, after time t, we already know that the charge on the capacitor is going to be, after a steady state, charge on the capacitor is going to be 2 CV by 3. So Q naught is 2 CV by 3. In this case, Q naught is 2 CV by 3 and time constant is 8 RC by 3. So Q is equal to Q naught 1 minus e to the power minus t divided by 8 RC by 3. That is the charge as a function of time. तो हमने एक कॉम्प्लेक्स के सर्किट में भी एनालाइज कर लिया t is equal to 0 पे, t is equal to infinity पे, और at any intermediate time t, how to find the charge. One method is analytical method, another method is the shortcut method. By the shortcut method, we will find out the charge on the capacitor of a steady state. We'll find the time constant after a long time of the circuit by using this technique. And we'll substitute in the formula for charge as a function of time t. ओके, आगे बढ़ते हैं सेकंड टाइप के सर्किट. इस केस में क्या था, कैपेसिटर पहले अनचार्ज था. नाउ व्हेन कैपेसिटर इज फुल्ली चार्ज्ड, द सेम सर्किट, सपोज व्हेन कैपेसिटर गेट्स फुल्ली चार्ज्ड, उस टाइम पे हमने सर्किट से बैटरी हटा दी. If you remove the battery from the circuit when it is fully charged, या सपोज एक फुल्ली चार्ज कैपेसिटर लिया और उसको रेजिस्टर के क्रॉस कनेक्ट कर दिया, there is no battery anymore in this circuit. Capacitor through the resistor, or it is also an RC circuit. Second possible case, discharging of capacitor. A fully charged capacitor Q को Q नॉट लेते हैं, जो कि इस पर डिपेंड करेगा कि पहले किस बैटरी से हमने चार्ज किया है, is connected across a resistor. So अभी बैटरी नहीं है, केवल कैपेसिटर है, बट कैपेसिटर चार्ज कैपेसिटर है. Capacitor has a charge. At time t is equal to 0, capacitor is fully charged, but there is no current in the circuit. I is 0. Now from the positive terminal of this capacitor to negative terminal, a current starts flowing from high potential to low potential, and due to which the charge on the capacitor starts decreasing with time. So just closed, capacitor starts decreasing or discharging. Capacitor starts discharging. At any time t, suppose charge on the capacitor is Q and current in the circuit is I. Now we will write that circuit. We'll write the equation for that circuit. अभी कितना आएगा ये माइनस क्यू क्यू बाई सी माइनस सॉरी करंट डायरेक्शन अपोजिट हो गई. Current will be from positive high potential to low potential. पिछले वाले डायग्राम के कंपैरिजन में. So this is plus Q. Write the equation. So plus IR minus Q by C is equal to 0. I is equal to Q by RC. और I को हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे minus dq/dt y minus, because here charge is not increasing with time, charge is decaying with time, decreasing with time. Integrate again on both the side. dq by q is minus dt by RC. इस सर्किट में t is equal to 0 पे there is a charge q naught. After time t, charge is q. 1 upon q integration is ln q. So it will become ln q. Limit from q naught to q. dt integration is t and RC. लेफ्ट साइड में लिमिट लगाओगे तो ln q माइनस ln q नॉट आ जाएगा. ln m minus n is ln m by n, so q by q naught is minus t by RC. log हटाने पे e to the power में आ जाता है, so e to the power minus t by RC. q is equal to q naught e to the power minus t by. So इसको हम लिख लेते हैं Q is equal to Q naught e to the power minus t by tau. Right? So charge as a function of time, here it is decaying with time. It is like exponential decay. Initially charge was maximum and with time charge start decreasing and it will be an exponential decay. So Q naught say 0. In this decaying circuit. इसमें अगर फॉर्मूला निकालते हैं टाइम कांस्टेंट का एट t is equal to tau, one time constant Q is equal to Q naught e to the power minus 1, so Q naught by E आता है. E is 2.71, ये सॉल्व करने पे आता है 0.31. The time in which charge become 0.31 or 31% of its final value, that time will be defined as time constant of the circuit. In the discharging case, 31%. In the case of charging one, it is 0.69%. इसी को डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे I is equal to minus dq by dt तो करंट आ जाएगा और q by c करेंगे तो पोटेंशियल आ जाएगा. I is equal to q naught by tau e raised to power minus t by tau. Q naught by tau, tau को RC लिखो और Q naught को भी हम C भी लिखते हैं तो V by R आ जाएगा. I will be equal to V I naught times C to the power minus T by tau. Similarly, we can find out the potential across the capacitor. V is equal to Q by C. So ये हो गया चार्जिंग एंड डिस्चार्जिंग सर्किट ऑफ कैपेसिटर. कैपेसिटर को चार्ज करने के लिए रेजिस्टर लगाते हैं सो दैट द चार्जिंग प्रोसेस बिकम्स स्लो. डिस्चार्ज करने के लिए रेजिस्टर लगाते हैं सो दैट the energy of capacitor should be discharged slowly in the form of heat developed across the resistor. It should not be an instantaneous loss, otherwise that will cause the damage to the circuit. Okay, so I think in the capacitor chapter I shared one of the DPP. हम उसके थोड़े से क्वेश्चंस करेंगे. दिस पार्ट इज मोस्टली फॉर द कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम. बोर्ड के लिए अगर आएगा तो बस t is equal to 0 and t is equal to infinity. Those two standard boundary conditions, only that can be asked for the board exam. Open that capacitor one, charging and discharging of capacitor. That DPP was in the capacitor circuit. Yes, this one. DPP number 2, charging of capacitor and RC circuit. First question. During an RC circuit of following points during the charging of capacitor, relation of EMF of supply and potential drop. ये पहले जो part है that is the Kirchhoff law equation. Second part है उसी को integrate करके charge निकालना, charge से Q by C करके potential निकालना. So first and second part is like the differentiation, like the derivation of these two formulas that we have done. Question number 3. In RC circuit, current exists till the capacitor is fully charged. Is the total energy supplied by battery is equal to total energy stored by capacitor? No. जितना बैटरी ने टोटल वर्क डन किया वो सारा का सारा स्टोर नहीं होता, वो उसका केवल हाफ एनर्जी के फॉर्म में स्टोर होता है, एंड द रिमेनिंग हाफ इज लॉस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ हीट. Question number 4. Question number 4. The voltage across a 1 microfarad capacitor is 10 volt. So initially capacitor के across potential है यानी capacitor initially charged है. Q is equal to Q naught. A 1 mega ohm resistor is connected across the capacitor terminal. Find the time constant voltage value of at is equal to 5 seconds. Voltage of 1 microfarad capacitor कितना है? 10 volt. So initially it has a charge of 10 microcoulomb. Tau is equal to RC. 1 mega 1 micro दोनों कैंसिल हो गए, 1 second हो गए. Say there is a discharging circuit. So it is 10 e raised to power minus 5 divided by 1 आता है. E is 2.71. Voltage is decreasing with time. And current is also exponentially decaying. Question number 5. The plates of capacitor are charged to potential of 320 volt and then connected across a resistor. ये चार्जिंग सर्किट हो गया कि कैपेसिटर को पहले चार्ज किया फिर रेजिस्टर के थ्रू डिस्चार्ज होने के लिए रख दिया, छोड़ दिया. Now, as the charge decreases, the potential difference across the capacitor terminal also decreases. So पहले वाले में क्या गिवन है? After 1 second. So इसमें हमें नहीं पता what is the value of time constant, but t की वैल्यू पता है. पोटेंशियल का फॉर्मूला होता है v naught e to the power minus t by tau. This is 240. V naught is 320 e to the power minus t. So if we write the formula for this, potential अगर initial में v naught है और after time t, v is equal to v naught e raised to power minus t by tau. तो पहले वाले में given है after 1 second and that is 240 where V naught is 320. फिर हमें कैलकुलेट करना है आफ्टर 2 सेकेंड्स, हम उसको लिख लेंगे 320 e to the power minus 2 by tau और minus 2 by tau को e to the power minus 1 by 2 into स्क्वायर लिख सकते हैं। e raised to power minus 3 by tau कितना आएगा? 3 by 4. It will become 320 और ये e raised to power minus 1 by 4 आ गया था 3 by 4 इसका स्क्वायर। इसमें e raised to power वाले फॉर्मूले को हमें ओपन करने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि हम उसी का सीधे स्क्वायर करते हैं। e raised to power minus 2 by tau is the square of e raised to power minus 1 by tau. Similarly, सेकंड वाले केस में हमें निकालना है आफ्टर 3 सेकंड 320 e raised to power minus 3 by tau. अगर e की वैल्यू जरूरत पड़ेगी तो क्वेश्चन में गिवन होगी, अदरवाइज हमें पता है log e is 0.693. Charge is decreasing with time, current is decreasing with time, potential is decreasing with time क्योंकि इनिशियली कैपेसिटर को हमने चार्ज करके और फिर इस के क्रॉस कनेक्ट किया। 1 सेकंड में 240, 2 सेकंड में यहाँ से कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे 3 सेकंड में। राइट, माइनस 2 बाई टाउ को स्क्वायर कर लिया, माइनस 3 बाई टाउ को पावर 3 कर लिया। राइट, ओके आगे बढ़ो। क्वेश्चन नंबर 6।
So can we do something else? Is getting too overwhelming.
हाँ बेटा,
Can we do a different topic sometime?
Different topic is different chapter. Now we have to start in next class. These are the 2-3 questions that have been asked in the exam, 9 and 8 and 7. 7, 8, 9 बस ये 3 questions कर लो. This topic is done. We have to start moving charge and magnetism next class. ये क्या फिर थोड़ा समझ नहीं आया ना?
So ज़्यादा mathematical हो रहा है.
ज़्यादा mathematical हो रहा है तो you have a maths. What's the problem? बायो वालों को होनी चाहिए। V is equal to V naught e to the
So maths में से कम maths थी इसलिए.
maths is
Maths में से कम maths थी.
so maths में से कम maths है. Very good, very good. Question number 7. It's a little interesting question. Let's see. Capacitor is charged stably from a DC source. Correct variation of potential difference across the plate of capacitor with charge on the plate of capacitor. चार्जिंग सर्किट में आपको Q का ग्राफ बनाना है किसके अगेंस्ट, सॉरी V का ग्राफ बनाना है किसके अगेंस्ट, चार्ज के अगेंस्ट। तो चाहे कैसा भी सर्किट हो, वो डिस्चार्जिंग हो चार्जिंग हो, किसी भी टाइम पे कैपेसिटर पे जो चार्ज होगा Q will directly proportional to V across it because C is anyways constant. So V is directly proportional to Q. Therefore, this graph will be a straight line passing through origin. Answer will be A. कंफ्यूजन में शायद आप डी मार्क कर दो, क्योंकि चार्जिंग ऑफ कैपेसिटर सर्किट में हमने टी वाला ग्राफ बनाया था, बट दैट वाज व्हेन चार्ज इज प्लॉटेड एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ टाइम. ओके, बी. बी में क्या करना है हमें? कैपेसिटर इज मेड टू डिस्चार्ज अक्रॉस अ प्योर रेजिस्टर. कैपेसिटर को हम एक रेजिस्टर के थ्रू डिस्चार्ज करें. And graph is plotted between log of I versus T. I is equal to I naught e to the power minus T by RC. Log of I is equal to log of I naught minus T by RC. से बन गया y is equal to minus mx plus c types, positive intercept and negative slope. Positive intercept but negative slope, and slope of this line is given as minus 1 by RC, magnitude wise 1 by RC. Right? Capacitor is made to discharge across the pure resistor of log I versus T. Current के लिए हमने पहले फंक्शन बनाया, फिर log लेके उसका ग्राफ प्लॉट करेंगे. This comes out directly proportional. Y is equal to minus mx plus c. Slope 1 by RC. Now this says that slope 2 is less. हमने कुछ ऐसा चेंज किया जिससे स्लोप 1 पे जो ग्राफ थी वो 2 पे चेंज हो गई. 2 का स्लोप कम है, इसलिए या तो R बढ़ाएंगे या C बढ़ाएंगे. R is a pure resistor. Pure resistor is constant, so it's not increasing. Capacitor would have been increased. So अगर हमने कुछ किया और 1 से 2 ऑब्जर्व हो रहा है, that means capacitor has been increased. Question number 9. By the same logic, 3 identical capacitors are charged. अभी इसको हम चार्ज कर रहे हैं from the identical battery और इनकी कैपेसिटर भी identical है. They are then allowed to discharge via resistor R1, R2 and R3. Charge versus time t for the graph shown. इसमें क्या ग्राफ था? Q is equal to Q naught e to the power minus T by RC. For a given circuit, for a given time, चार्ज सबसे कम किसमें होगा? Q3 में, और चार्ज सबसे मैक्सिमम होगा R1 में. चार्ज मैक्सिमम का मतलब है ये ओवरऑल क्वांटिटी भी मैक्सिमम चाहिए. अगर R सबसे छोटा है तो ये ओवरऑल क्वांटिटी बड़ी होगी. ओवरऑल क्वांटिटी बड़ी होगी इसका मतलब e to the power माइनस में और छोटी हो जाएगी. सो R मैक्सिमम के लिए R3 is smallest. सबसे छोटे चार्ज में ये 1 by RC सबसे छोटा होगा, बड़ा होगा. और जब सबसे बड़ा होगा 1 by पावर नेगेटिव में, so overall quantity will be smaller. Yeah, it's mathematical, but yes, this type of question is asked. Q is equal to Q naught e to the power minus T by RC. अगर R बड़ा होगा तो पावर छोटी होगी, बट भी आगे माइनस साइन लगा हुआ है, so overall it will be smallest value. सबसे छोटे रेजिस्टेंस के लिए सबसे छोटा चार्ज आएगा, so Q3 यानी कि R3 is the smallest charge, smallest resistance. क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 कर लेते हैं बेस्ड ऑन दैट मेथड जो अभी हमने किया. बैटरी को शॉर्ट करते हैं, कैपेसिटर को ओपन करते हैं, देन फाइंड द रेजिस्टेंस. कैपेसिटर को ओपन कर दिया तो ये 6R और ये 3R आ जाएंगे पैरेलल में, दैट इज 2R. और जितना आएगा उसके साथ ये R सीरीज में, सो R इक्विवेलेंट इज 3R. 3RC विल बी द इक्विवेलेंट टाइम कॉस्ट. फॉर एनी कॉम्प्लेक्स सर्किट जब बहुत सारे रेजिस्टर्स होंगे तो हम शॉर्टकट मेथड यूज करेंगे। कैपेसिटर को छोड़ के सारी बैटरी शॉर्ट कर देते हैं, बैटरी शॉर्ट करके हम कैपेसिटर के अक्रॉस इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस निकालते हैं, एंड दैट इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस इज यूज्ड टू फाइंड द इक्विवेलेंट टाइम कांस्टेंट। चार्ज निकाल लेंगे अगर इसमें स्टेडी स्टेट का, देन वी कैन राइट द चार्ज एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ टाइम आल्सो। Okay, so this topic is little mathematical, but yes, in the exam questions come mostly on the static part, that is in finite time or just after closing the switch. So don't worry. You have to identify whether it is a charging of capacitor case or it is discharging of capacitor. Accordingly, we will choose the two formula. So like number 6. A 4 microfarad capacitor in resistance of 2.5 into 10 to the power 6 are connected in series to a battery. So ये हो गया एक charging circuit. Time after which potential difference across the capacitor is three times potential difference across the resistor. Potential difference across capacitor will be 3 times potential difference across resistor. Capacitance is QC by R. Resistor potential is I into R. Q को लिख लेंगे Q नॉट into 1 minus e to the power minus 3 by tau, और I को लिख लेंगे I नॉट e to the power minus 3 by tau. Okay, so ये charging और discharging of capacitor वाला part बचा था. Now we have completely covered all the topics related to the JEE as well as board from the capacitor and current chapter. Next class we will start the magnetic effect of current and moving charge. So जो सर ने पढ़ाया है उसको एक बार रिवाइज करके आना before the next class so that we can solve. And I'll start from Biot-Savart law. The sequence will be slightly different. So read the Biot-Savart law from the sir's note before the next class.
Sir, our teacher has already taught us about Biot-Savart law.
I'm talking about the AP sir's class. You just revise that class. If not have not attended, then go through the recording. Attend those class. The next class, I will also teach Biot-Savart law first, and then we'll do lots of numerical on it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.